Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. We got a whole bunch of new pop-ups here at the start today, like recommended duties. The recommendations list, that's right here, displays quests or duties currently available in your area. Highlight an item in the list will display further information regarding the duty, such as location. Recommendations are helpful for finding quick kill and experience, or simply confirming if there are any quests or hunting log targets in the area you might have missed. Alright, so it's got the quests that we are currently on here, other quests we're currently on here, nearby quest, all the other quests in the areas, the hunting thing, and other stuff that's happening. This is all the different sections of this. And I've decided we're going to ignore all of those. Instead, we're going elsewhere. We could do everything out here. The Essential Shroud is the area we're supposed to be, roughly for our level. Heading down this way, 11, 12. We're already level 13, so we're getting to a good spot here. Or we can go to the other shroud. Go do some lower level quests. Ultimately, I don't expect them to matter too much, but some of them could have various things we would like to actually get as like more armor, better stuff. By the way things have been going so far, I feel like we could potentially just skip lower level armor and stuff. Or even just go buy pieces we're missing. If we hit another one of those quests that check to see what level all your stuff is, we could have some issues. We've got our level 10 bow, level 5 eye patch, body's 10, the hands are 8, legs are still only 5, boots are level 5. Got these earrings that are level 1 still, the choke is level 1, wristlets level 1, ring level 1. Haven't really gotten too much in the way of jewelry, besides one thing that wasn't even as good as what we currently have. So we also have space for another ring, a soul crystal, an offhand. Don't expect you could use an offhand and a bow, but who knows. So, we're going to visit the North Shroud. Some stuff going over there. Presumably we could open up the list of things that you can do in the area, in any location. That's kind of obvious on the map here. We got quests here, quests up here. We'll just start with all the stuff down here. Level 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, definitely lower level. That's okay. Just will mean we could quickly blast through here, get all of our rewards, and then see what happens next. We're just going to be back doing these quests, because those are like level 9. This is Aspire. That sure looks like it. Palmont. Palmont, a guard at Etat's Spire, takes a diligent adventurer to scrub clean a pair of begrimed road signs. I can do that. Come to lend a hand, have you? Well then, you're welcome to a task from my seemingly never-ending list. I need you to head west along the road and scrub down 2 of the moundstones. I swear by Nafika, those signs accumulate dirt and grime with almost unnatural haste. Speak with Quindenjuana at Treespeak Stables once you've seen to them. Should be glad to hear the moundstones are clean for the next 3 bells at least. Alright. So along the path to the west, going down to the stables. Let me do that. There's actually a path down from here. I guess there kind of is. Let's find some signs to clean. Should be doable. Clear sign. Here's the sign. Here's one. Just the mountain. So many names for things. Absolutely wild stuff out here. We don't need to use anything on this to clean it. Just gets the job done. And also is a great opportunity to look at the sign. Can we interact with the sign? Say words on it? Kinda. Kinda does. And then... well, that's just one. Where is the other one? Up north, huh? That's alright. Let's go for a sprint. Oh, there's some XIV guys hanging out. This is not the right way. Going into the forest like that. They're only level 5. They still have the aggressive symbol next to their names. So presumably they'd still be aggressive. Clean this. 5 seconds. How you doing? Cleaned. Now we got stuff to go to Tree Speak Stables. It's down here. 2 other quests. We got a few things up here. Another chocobo guy there. Good to unlock that. The hedge tree. Alright. Very good. Very good. We can go up the road in here. We can just come up here and hop the fence. Complete the quest without even going inside. What's that? You've been cleaning milestones? Why, thank you. With all the chores they need doing around here, I was afraid they would be left to get even filthier. It's not just that they are an eyesore, by the way. In that state, the creatures around here want to lay their eggs on them. As to say why? Well, I can only assume their preferred nesting trees are in short supply these days. Be that as it may, we can't have monsters hatching from roadside signs. These paths are dangerous enough as is. Perhaps a sprinkling of sting brew will keep the beasts away. What do we get? XP and heal. That's a little bit here. Going towards the next level. 10,000 XP total for level 14. So it definitely increases, as you might expect. Get some more quests here. Quindangelana at Tree Speak Stables needs someone to slay Opos and recover property stolen from Hermsmill. Hermsmill. Did you hear about Timita of Hermsmill? Apparently, Opos crept into her store and made off with her Muntai beans. Ordinarily, Opos wouldn't go near them, with their foul odor and even fouler taste, but food has become scarce of late. Truth be told, a good many of us are glad to be rid of the stench. Still, I can't stand to see Demeter so dispirited. Would you track down those thieving Opos and recover the Muntai beans? Told 6 bags were taken, all told. Demeter is well respected by all the women of Hermsmill, so it would do you well to earn her favor. So be polite, smile, and don't interrupt if she goes off on one of her tangents. Hermsmill lies just to the north of here. You're likely to run into Opos on the way. With luck, you may even encounter the bean thieves themselves. I think we did run into those guys for our archery quest or something. They're just right up in this area. Nothing too complicated. Yone. Those knows. Get 10 more potions. My goodness. Yone is searching for an adventurer to deliver an item. That we can do. If it won't work, I have need of an adventurer willing to dirty his hands. No. Speaking out of dark deeds, and only to have you deliver something. I myself would not dare venture deep into the 12's wood. You seem more than capable of defending yourself. My colleague, Gillian, will furnish you with the item in question, provide all the necessary directions. She should be somewhere behind the stables, supervising the field hands. Okay. And we got a merchant here. We can purchase. Purchase weapons. 6, 8, 5. Or just sell these. Some money. Sell for 300 of that. Very good. I don't think we really need to repair things at all yet. Especially with how quick we are getting new items. Doesn't seem super necessary. I'd want looking for a venture to help with a pest problem. If you got a mind to make yourself useful, why don't you cull some mitlins for us? We train a lot of chocobos here, see? And the young ones go wild when they get a sniff of a mitlin. It's like we even throw their bloomin' riders. Let me tell you, it ain't easy to train a chocobo when she drops you on your head every time she sees a shadow. We've been getting nowhere with the birds lately. You could rid us of a few mitlins, we'd be in your debt. Huh? This one behind the stables. Go inside here. We got a big sign and rope here. No entry. Or something of that nature. Let's just head around back here. All kinds of stuff right nearby. A little farming going on. The person we need to talk to for here. Well, I'll be. We only actually found someone willing to lend a hand. One of them burlap saps over yonder, top the crate, Tain't the most convenient location to be sure. But where else can we store that stinking shite? Nowhere a visiting customer might catch a whiff, that's for sure. Delivered to Nolanel down at Blessed Bud. That's west of here, in case you were wondering. Seems our conjurer friend takes his gardening pretty bloomin' seriously. Alright. Here's the sack. Take. Retrieved. There you go. I just need to go up this way. Then up that way. Then we're this way. It's like right over here. Not too far of a drop. Should be fine. There's some mitlings. They're surrounded by mitlings here. They're not aggressive, so fair. Yeah, defeating a handful of mitlings definitely not a huge situation. There you go. Oh no. That odor. Is that what I think it is? It's gonna do some gardening. Indeed. Burlap sack. Old flaxen bag contains something soft and warm. Praise be to the elementals. Cannot thank you enough for your kindness. This bounty of chocobo manure shall nourish the plants and ensure their continued growth. Please relay my sincerest thanks to Yone upon your return to Tree's Peak Stables. And a word of advice, wash your hands quickly, lest the cloying stench of feces linger. My goodness. Okay. Just running back up here. Feed that, feed that. We're just ignoring the normal entrance, just jumping in. It's all good. Hey. Welcome back, friend. Gather from that smell that the task is complete. Oh my, did I neglect to inform you of the sack's contents? I cannot apologize enough. That would certainly explain why you agreed to help when countless others turned their noses up at the idea, so to speak. Well, what's done is done. Please accept this for your troubles, along with my thanks. Potions! And money and experience. Ooh. Turn this in. Thank you for the help. We can finally get back to training the young birds. Chocobos are skittish by nature, see? Training them takes a deal of patience. They don't make the task any easier that soldiers and adventurers tend to ride them towards danger rather than away from it. Anyway, we're grateful for your help. Here's a small token of our gratitude. my... Also, just doing all these other really quick quests is also pretty quick. Gil here, too. So, that's something. Mod wanted to see an adventure to make a delivery. We're always up for a delivery. I haven't forgotten how you helped us out with them Mitlands. Speaking of which, you got a bit of time to spare. I'm troubling you to gather some aphids. Find them living in the tangled undergrowth near Blessed Bud. But don't be surprised if your presence attracts a starving ladybug or two. They're rather fond of the wee Valkyne, you see. And gather the aphids, deliver them to Captain Guthrit over at Etat's Spire. Tell him Treespeak Stables sends its regards. Okay. Go get something and bring it somewhere else. I've been right over here before. I think there's like a bridge or an entrance there. Alright, let's find these aphids. Got a whole look here at the undergrowth. We need to get a number of aphids. Just any, looks like. Hostile presence. Do drink or ladybug. Got it. And we can gather the aphids now. There you go. Very good. Okay. So turn this in over here. Can't see specifically what levels things are further on the map, but in our run over to here, it was much more dangerous. So, should be fine either way. Just kind of don't mess with the higher level areas. Bam. Some beans. Another set of beans. This would be very common to get drops still. Could definitely see it becoming rarer in higher level quests. Also, we're just killing things so quickly since we're so over leveled for this. Is that, you have something for me? Yep. Aphids. These tiny Valkyne gather on the young leaves of various forest foliage to feed. Ah, aphids from Bodwine. This is indeed a blessing. What use have we for aphids, you ask? Why, they're oil, of course. There's not better for maintaining our weapons. We're not for your timely delivery, but we've been forced to send a sentry to replenish our dwindling supplies. I'll have to thank Bodwine personally, and thank to you as well, friend. There you go. Quest complete. Guthrit wishes to enlist the services of an adventurer in the fight against the XIV. Ah, Arctic. Just the fellow. Your efforts on behalf of Treespeak Stables mark you out as a genuine talent. If you have confidence in your battlecraft, I'm happy you would agree to help us in our fight against the XIV. According to reports, XIV scouts have been sighted by the river due west of here. Though the area is uninhabited, it borders Treespeak Stables and Blessed Bud. We mean to drive them off before they can threaten our people. If some of their scouting parties would be summarily dispatched, it might give their leaders cause to doubt the wisdom of their plan. So 2 Alexi Dull Talons, 2 Alexi Lost Wings, and 2 Alexi Slowbeaks. Show them the price they must pay for setting foot in our territory. What can you do? Nothing here. Took a little bit of fall damage. Nothing unmanageable though. And you finish getting the beans here too. One more. Beans collected. Here's these guys. Lost Wing tries to melee us. Slowly also melee us. Still Talon. Still Talon. And a slow beak. And lost. And the quest symbol goes out above each individual type's head here too. That's just perfect. And then they just keep respawning. Very, very close to the next level here. That's good. Turn this thing here. I'm sure there's going to be more XIV threats later on here. It was bloody work, but it had to be done. Your service to Gridania will not be forgotten. Thanks to you, we now have time to plot our next move. We can muster our forces and take the battle to the Birdmen, or consolidate our defenses before they return. I must needs consult with the commander. Fair enough. Level 14. And no immediate unlocks or anything. Just level 14. Next level, 11,000 XP. Really. Okay. Let's get up north here to the next section. With a little bit of sprinting. Why not? Run straight through all of the opos here. Unaggressive. So that's good. If we don't want to get even further over leveled, we can probably avoid doing any of the random pop-up missions and stuff. Hasn't seemed like the rewards have been super crazy for them either, so not a huge loss either way. We can always do so if we want to. And there's someone getting abducted. Chugbo Keep. Hey there. Hold on, traveler. Interested in your Chugbo Porter. I'm not telling you, so you first visit this stop. I'll update my register with your name. Access this location in the future. Beautiful. Let's see where we can go. Gridania and Fulgord Float. Okay. I think we should have been able to... Over here? Yeah, we just didn't get down to the port here at Bent Branch Meadows before we left. We can teleport there if we want to, though. It's very possible. Anyways, let's grab the stuff in town here. Or how much of a town this is. Still. It's decent size. And burned. Testing adventurers by asking them to slay midge swarms. Ain't seen your face around here before. It's my sworn duty to keep the peace in Hurst Mill and protect her from them as would do her people harm. If you mean to stay for a spell, you'll have to prove you can be trusted. I was in a large community, and we're hardly any fighting folk, so there's always a need for battle-savvy types. With all the beasties lurking hereabouts. As it happens, we've been suffering from an outbreak of midges of late. The buggers are dragging our patrols to distraction. And if you were to exterminate, say, half a dozen swarms, we'd know you for a friend. That we can do. Quite easily. Hanging around town. Got delivery mail guy here. Just hanging out. Got trader, repairs. Good to have repairs and stuff. And that's it. I got a whole kitchen kind of thing going on here. So there's nothing to be done. What's that, young man? You have something for me? Yep. We got your stolen beans. Have bag filled halfway with ripe one-tie beans. 6 whole bags of them. My missing bags of one-tie beans. But how? You didn't track down those wretched opos, did you? I'd all but given up hope before you arrived. With these beans, I can make enough one-tie tonic for everyone in Hermsmill. As long as I have enough microtree leaves to flavor it, there should be no complaints. Speaking of which, my son drank unflavored Muntai tonic the other day. One of his friends challenged him to do it, he said. And you know what? He drained the whole cup in one great gulp without making so much as a face. Well, we grow stronger and braver by the day, nay, the very hour. Either that or my secret recipe is rather more delicious than I imagined. Now that I think about it, good many people have described the taste as unforgettable. And we get some sautés. And more shards. Speed bonus plus 3%. Determination, vitality, direct hit rate. Amazing. Meta needs someone to gather microtree leaflets for her cooking. Brilliant. Oh dear, to make this Hunte tonic, I'll need far more microtree leaflets. Young man, would you be so kind as to fetch me 4 leaflets from the microchests outside the hamlet? Whipping up a fresh batch of Hunte tonic, you see. Well, it's a lovely drink, absolutely bursting with nutrients and goodness. I'll have you know I always drink at least a cup a day. Last few people share my passion for healthy living. Truth be told, most won't touch the stuff. Not unless you add microtree leaves. Anyway, apparently the taste and smell are too distracting or some such nonsense. Oh, but listen to me prattling on like an Ishgardian priest. I shall stop talking and start stirring. Well, don't just stand there, dear. Run along and fetch me those leaves. This batch will be ready soon. It'd be such a shame if no one could drink it but me. Fair. And Leneve over here. Quartermaster at Hermsmill needs an adventurer to bring her a Gloomshroom, a variety of brightly glowing fungus. You have the look of an adventurer. Adventurers love little tasks, do they not? Well, I need you to head into the forest and pick a Gloomshroom for me. You haven't the faintest idea what a Gloomshroom is, do you? Gloomshroom is the common name of a variety of fungus with a unique white phosphorescence. What'd you say? A glowing mushroom? Yes, I suppose you could put it that way. There's a colony on the rock face in the southwest of Peace Garden. But do not simply pick the first one you come across. The brightest glowing mushroom you can find, if you please. Well, yes, I would love to be able to harvest Gloomshrooms for myself. It's a small matter of XIV scouts. Not terribly friendly, those chaps. Off you go, then. Fair. Zoom back here a little bit. There's Peace Garden. And it's gonna be over there? Yeah. Basically, run out this way. Fighting and picking up all the stuff we find. Should be great. Swarm. Attack. And microchip. So, poisons they're trying to do. Very rude. Can't be doing with all the poison here. That's no good for anybody. Okay. Midge swarms. There. Okay. This is a fate. What's in there? You are 6 or more levels above the recommended level for this fate. To join, use the level sync function located in the duty list. That's the hunting log. The duty list itself. Duty list. That's journal timers. There's recommendations. Use the level sync function. Logs? Hunting logs. System. Not that we want to especially use this feature. It's also very possible we haven't actually unlocked being able to choose to level sync. That's alright. I think there could be like a pop-up about that. What's happening here? Compass. It'll make a huge difference. It's really insistent though. Let us get out of the area. Oh, here's the level sync option. It's right here in the list. You have to be inside the area. So it's level 8, we level sync to it. Interesting. I can worry about that. Let's go get the last bit we need, which is this way. You just disappear. This is done. They're very much on a timer. Let's find the glowiest mushroom we can find here. This one looks to be pretty good. Take the rest mushroom. Beautiful. Okay. And no immediate XIV attacks there, so that's good. I'll take it. I'll take it. Level 17 tree ant sapling. That's a little higher level. We are level 14, but honestly our gear is not really up to that standard. I haven't really found too much gear out this way. I think one of these quests is going to give like a helmet, which is nice. Replace our eye patch at least. Progress. Also kindness and improving yourself capable besides. Take this with Hurst Mills, thanks. Oh, before you go, I thought of something else you could do for us. Potions. We have 27 of these regular potions now. My goodness. Ebert needs someone to investigate the area surrounding the hedge tree. Perfect. Pants, which are an upgrade. Or money. Love it. Would you mind going to Hedge Tree and seeing that all is well? Since ancient times, the tree has guarded these woods with their holy presence. Lately, though, we've been hearing reports of XIV pecking around in her vicinity. No more than scouts, I'd wager, if they were to lay their filthy hands on the Hedge Tree. Well, it don't bear thinking about. So I'd be much obliged if you'd head southeast to the Hedge Tree so that no harm has come to her. Oh, and if you chance to encounter any XL, send them packing. Be warned though, the birdmen ain't like to take their leave without a fight. Make sure you go well prepared, keep your eyes peeled, alright? That we can do. Okay. And over the other side of town here. Turn these in. Here's your glowy mushroom. Able to find the gloom shrooms? Indeed. A variety of fungus found in Peace Garden that naturally emits a soft white glow. Ah, would you look at that glow? Perfect. This will be mix a potent remedy for the creeping death. To forestall the obvious questions, the creeping death is a deadly plague that once ravaged the Huron population of Gridania. Though it can now be cured through simple conjuring. Doesn't hurt to have a ready supply of the medicine. After all, out here in Hermsmill, we cannot always rely on a conjurer to be on hand whenever a youngling coughs. Thanks to Matron for wandering adventures, though. Fair enough. And got the leaves for here. Ah, you're back. Managed to find the Microchip leaflets I asked for? Yep. Tender, fleshy leaf taken from a microchip. There you go. Let's see. Yes, that's 4. Alright. Ah, such a lovely scent. I've gathered only the 4 I asked for, and not one more yes. Oh, I know I shouldn't I have to ask, but these days, more and more people forget to take only what they need. If we're to live in harmony with the wood, we must respect life and remember what it means to take it. Never be wasteful. You know the value of life, and know the value of our time here in this world. That's why I always live my life to the fullest, wasting nary a moment and nary a word. Nay, not so much as a single one. Remember, if you mean to remain within the 12's wood, you must be ever mindful to show respect and gratitude to the forest and to the elementals. You know, you remind me of my son. He's a good boy, but sometimes forgets what it means to be a Gridanian. Why, just the other day, I caught him and his friend throwing one-type beans at each other. Needless to say, I was terribly cross. Who wouldn't be? And all set to give them a memorable scolding. I noticed they were playing in teams and that my son was leading the winners. Oh, I know I shouldn't have been proud. When I saw the way he marshaled his troops, by which I mean his friends, it was so clear to me that he was a born leader. And where was I? Oh yes. You see, later that day, I was cooking dinner, and he, quite without prompting, offered to wash the vegetables. He's such a good boy, you know. Very good. You can get a hat here. It's got strength and dexterity. And more stats there. You can get ether. Restores 600 MP. Process via the alchemical extraction of etheric essence occurring in elemental crystals. Once of this vial is to restore a small amount of MP. 600. We have 10,000. I don't know how much MP has really been a thing so far. Hasn't been a limiting factor by any means. Strength and dex on the hat here. Yeah, same as this. Just +2 in the defenses. And higher level. Also, we can stop wearing an eye patch. Now, we have a helmet. Hard leather, pot helm. Perfect. Leather. See, feels very appropriate for the whole archer kind of thing we're doing here. So let's head over to the last thing here to go to the hedge tree. Last time we went off to a little side area with a tree. There was a sword in a stump. It was a whole thing. So hopefully that's not the case here. Sounds like they would not be too happy about that. The map here definitely has a look to it. Things are rivers. Specifically tell where it's just crossable between areas. Like this right here, this is just a bridge. It's not like rock walls getting you stuck in this one location. But then there is rock walls in other locations too, so either way. A couple opals over here. Hedge tree. Something's happening. Sense a hostile presence. Scout. Oh boy. Yep, they definitely are scouting. Can confirm. Sprint on back. Report our findings here. Just one fancier tree off in the corner. That's okay. Alright. Slew an XIV, did you? Ah, plenty birds will think twice before coming near our hamlet. The XIV once dwelt in the 12's wood, you know? But long ago, they woke the Green Wrath and were driven out. Needless to say, they weren't best pleased when us Gridanians took their place here. In fact, it's none other than this resentment what kindled their hatred for us. Ah, but I suspect I'm boring you. By defending the hedge tree, you've once more proven yourself a friend to Hurstmill. If you can spare a moment, I ask you speak with others in the hamlet. Many of us here could use a hand. I can think of none better to assist them. And we get options here. Leather leggings. Current leggings have same 1 strength, 1 dex. That's good too. 97% condition, 100% condition. Yeah. Definitely going to last a lot longer than the current replacement time here. Let's get leather boots, all classes, intelligence in mind. Definitely doing more Disciples of War leather kind of stuff though. We'll take that. Or we get 200. That's okay. Plates. Legs. Nope, not legs. Feet. Yes. Other boots. Very large boots. The boots go up here. Hands go all the way down there. Works for me. Alright, now we got one new thing here. Right across the entrance here with Emeria. Emeria of Hurstmill is deeply troubled, can do with the aid of a kindly adventurer. That's me. Pardon me, good sir. May be an adventurer of whom Edward speaks so highly. If you could but spare a moment. I've never thought myself a popular girl, and men rarely give me cause to believe otherwise. Yet lately, I've been the recipient of several gifts. Sparkling jewels and fine silks, for which a prouder maid than I would surely swoon. All from an anonymous admirer. Naturally, I was flattered, but I knew nothing of my mysterious benefactor. And so I endeavored to seek him out, when I discovered that he is none other than Albert, an infamous rogue wanted for countless robberies in Gridania. I realize now that all of his presents were taken from others, that I have unwittingly won the affections of a dangerous criminal. That's not good. That's not all. With his latest gift came a request. He insists that we meet in the woods outside of Hurstmill, where he intends to present me with his most precious gift. I'm at a loss, I beg of you, good sir. Will you not go in my stead? I wish only to be left in peace, but I fear a man such as he may be driven to violence when made to hear such words. I pray no harm comes to you. Yeah, don't meet the criminal out in the woods. That's a good idea. Definitely don't do that. Let's see here. This is the destination we need to go to. The purple interaction smoke. Definitely noticeable. Wait around. Your man Crown Rage. Albert, no loss. No aid. Meet with Albert. Yeah, we met him alright. My goodness. There you go. Still the matter of all the stolen stuff that he gave her. But still. All for naught. Give thanks to you that you're unharmed at least. A letter for me? Scented letter. A sweetly scented letter dropped by Albert. Do you really want this? Questionable. My dearest Emeria, pray this letter finds you well. I know my gifts were sudden and many, but I hope they were to your liking. Seeing you in the first summer of your womanhood, I could restrain myself no longer. My thoughts have been only on of you these past many moons, what gifts might bring you happiness. Yet to see you smile from afar is not nearly enough. I want to live together with you in Hurstmill, and nothing would bring me greater joy. I would give you a grand garden filled with the white chamomile you love so. Such dreams can never come true. My crimes are known and will never be forgiven. Most I can hope for is for you to know my heart. That would grant me a measure of peace. And so, if it does not cause you distress, I would write to you again. Yours ever, Albert. My goodness. Thank you for bringing me this letter, Arctic. His most precious gift. I understand now. But how did he know my favorite flower? Stalking. Is Albert? No, it can't be. Anyways, we must return the presents to the rightful owners. I know we'll not erase this, Albert's sins, but perhaps the 12 will view him more kindly. Forgive me this final request. Would you go to Gridania, speak with a woman named Yorni? You should find her in the Carline Canopy. Tell her of all that's transpired here today. She'll know what to do. That we can do. We are very aware of that. I need to turn. Easy enough. Nothing else to do out here right now. Accomplishing what we want to do here. Back to town with the free return teleport. Could possibly set this as another favored location to make it cheaper to teleport back here if we needed to. I think we can have 3 of those. That's what it said. Register favorite destination. Yes. And it's also still set as home. Perfect. There's another world server. Nope. That's okay. Yeah, maintenance is coming up soon. Scheduled. Planned. Aware. Load in. Load in. Load in. Hey. Message from Maria of Hurstville, you say? I see. Oh, Albert, you fool. I'll deal with the stolen goods, worry not. Yes, I know the boy and his family. He once lived in this very town. One day he stole a handful of chamomile seeds from an influential merchant in the ebony stalls. You see, this boy had a sister, and chamomile was her favorite flower. Seeking only to make his sister happy, Daddy grasped the gravity of his act. Regardless, his parents felt that he had brought terrible shame to the family, and so they disowned him. Cast out of hearth and home, he grew desperate. Those who think only of survival think little of law. Common enough tale, perhaps, but no less tragic for it. Now you know the truth. The sister Albert loved so dearly is Maria. Maria was too young to remember when Albert left, so her parents decided to conceal his existence. However, word of the boy's banishment soon spread, and her parents were forced to move to Hurstville to maintain the fiction. By now, Maria has surely heard rumors of her long-lost brother, though a gentle girl like her would never question her parents' honesty. Whatever faint memories she once may have had are long gone. Albert has never forgotten Maria. Despite the danger, Spectre now keeps close to Gridania, refusing to leave his beloved sister a second time. I'll send Maria some chamomile seeds by way of thanks for helping us recover the stolen goods. If only we were as simple as returning them to their rightful owners. Sadly, Albert's crimes will not be so easily forgiven. Perhaps by the time these seeds have sprouted and their flowers bloomed, we'll have found a new path. Here's hoping we just knocked him out and didn't just kill that guy. My goodness. Okay. Get some leg stuff here. Got extra defense, extra magic defense. Very similar. Strength dex. More strength, more dex. Higher level. Yep. We'll take those. And also, shards and XP and all that. So now we can switch out the legs. There you go. So 8, 8, 8, 10, 8, 10. Much better. Very appropriately leveled here. So now we're ready. to return to Bent Branch. Let's get over there. We have a few options. 4158. There's a chocobo. Nope. Rental chocobo. Rental chocobos. In the interest in chocobo, I guaranteed fastest in the realm or your money back. Rental chocobos. Upon reaching level 10, you'll be allowed to rent chocobos from stables across the Eorzea. Chocobos have been used for speedy transport to areas which are not readily accessible via Aetherite. While riding a complete control of the chocobo, so you either dismount, enter deep water, or attack, or the rental period expires. Okay. Rental chocobo, 80 gil per 10 minutes, or a chocobo rental. Known for their near-endless stamina, breathtaking speed, and remarkably mild dispositions, chocobos are used throughout the realm for safe and efficient transportation. Stables house hundreds of specially bred and trained birds, which will lend out to adventurers for a nominal fee, of course. Renting my chocobos, I ask that you follow 3 simple rules. 1. Do not dismount until you arrive at your final destination. Prevent theft. My birds are trained to return to these stables the moment you've climbed down out of the saddle. 2. Always keep track of how much time remains on your rental contract. Again, to prevent theft, my birds have been trained to refuse further commands. Return to the stables once the agreed time is up. And 3. Do make your best effort to keep the chocobo out of harm's way. Whoever speaks will attack the bird if you enter their territory. Sustains grievous injury, the poor lad will very likely buck you off and do his best to escape. That's all. So what do you say? So, interesting. 80 gil per 10 minutes. That's definitely more than enough to get anywhere. There's also the porter. Well, that traveler, and you should chocobo porter. Hire the porter. This one can get us to where we're going. Only 5, 15, or 30. 1 minute trip costs that much. Depends on if it's a upfront fee for the chosen one. Yeah, let's test that out. These are just the total fee it would cost. Let's see about rent. 80 gil per 10 minutes. I guess it's probably going to cost straight up 80 and stay for 10 minutes. Let's do it though. Remember the fee is 80 gil for 10 minutes. Is that the transaction? Yes. Very good. Remember, my birds are trained to return directly to the stables when this rental period has expired, or upon the moment you dismount. If you care not to find yourself stranded in a dangerous locale, good day. And it just pops us out to the central shroud. So it doesn't let you you don't start in town and then go through the loading screen or anything. Interesting. Dismounting rental chocobos. A chocoback, a chocobo icon will appear near your status effects. Right here. Indicating how much time is remaining before the rental period expires. And you're right at any time by selecting Dismount from the pet hotbar. However, that once you have dismounted, the chocobo will return to its stables, or as to how much time is remaining. Fair enough. So now we can go around anywhere else we want. So we wanted to go somewhere like over here instead. That's also an option. Cool. So yeah, if we're just going to somewhere where the path already goes. Oh, there's some dangerous guys here. I don't really want to go that way. I also don't want to go to deep water. That's also a benefit of the on-rails one. They run past the danger without having any problems. New little jump too. My goodness. Alright. So we have presumably at the end of the 10 minutes. You can't just refresh easily or anything. Get your Wookiee. I have to execute command while mounted. So you can't be mounted sometime. So we will dismount. And then turn here. And then no trouble. I just need to porter. Nothing. Guess we did come here before. Where's that? Yep, there's that branch. Alright. So we got quest to turn in, quest to do. Over in this area now. Now that we are done with all the lower level stuff. But now this stuff is the lower level stuff. Level 10, 11, 12. We were level 14. Well, that's okay. We can get going. Actually, in Bet Branch. Next time. Goodbye.